Go ahead, Annelies.
So I was just ending my um, was the talking on what Robert posted and how we had not shifted in 40 or 50 years on hunger, and that it was our task and my task. I see it as my task to live my soul here, what I'm here to do. So living close to that and bring that in the matter, and that it's sometimes a task to do that and to be conscious of that, because sometimes we still, I feel, we come in this emotional, um, well, it's not darkness, I won't say, but it's really making us sometimes stumble and wonder, where am I heading? So it's all there. It's the love, the lifting. It's the beauty of being with you. And then I feel so strongly why we're working like this. And sometimes it can also be wondering, when will this end? So this is a little bit in the forefront for me. When will this end? And yeah, doesn't matter to ask ourselves that, but it's there. I cannot help it. It's there. So this is just, I want to say that I feel with you, Robert, and that I'm with you, and we hold you on that. And thank you for making visible how ugly it is, how much pain there is, and how much suffering there is, and how difficult that is to hold. And making the invisible visible for the wholeness of all. That's where I'm at and where I'm standing for. Thank you for listening for that.
Hi, Emily. Anna Marie, I'm wondering if you'd like to check in, and Emily as well.
Mm, well, I'm trying to think when I last spoke with you guys. Was that last after South Africa, or did I move on immediately?
It was before South Africa because I think you went to Sweden the next week.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've
It was
been,
during South Africa. Yeah.
yes, we had a call when we were there. That's right. That's right. Yeah. That was, so I'm in the space in between, I would say, as was also the theme of the Inner Development Goals Conference. But yeah, I feel like that because there were so many things. I went so fast that I'm now trying to see this time as an integration time and as a time to look back at what happened and to see what comes out of that and what is the focus for the next period of time that I'm doing. Where is the energy calling me to move into? Um, and also, what promises did I make that I still need to follow up on? So, so that's for this coming period. I would say that I'm taking that time to revisit that. And overall, as I was sharing last night in the Unity Earth call, I feel so grateful for all the heart-centered work and the people and the loving care and the call for how to put love into practice and into action um, in so many different places and such an alignment around that. So yeah, that was also very much at the heart of the inner development goals. There were 1,300 people there and 10,000 people in watch parties around the world. Uh, yeah, so there's really a call for that, I would say. and a cry for that. Also, as Robert was sharing, a cry for that. I'll leave it with this for a moment. And I am curious how it went on the 10th of the 10th. And of course, we have the 11th of the 11th coming. I won't be able to join because I'll be flying back or just arrived back or whatever. But anyway, I'm curious to hear how you experienced that and how it's going with the bioregional activation ceremonies. Check. Thank you, friends.
This is Amelie from Amsterdam. I'm checking in. The only direction I have for the coming time is being committed to love, both personal, strongly personal in my personal life, as well as in some groups I am doing ceremonies.
And Kara, I don't know if you want to check in.
Yeah, here I am, Kara in Tivier.
Can't hear you.
Here I am, Kara in Tivier.
You have sound, but you're just very faint. Just to turn up the volume or speak closer to the.
Okay.
I think you might need to use your big mic. I'm wondering.
That's,
Good. Is this working?
Yes.
Okay. So here I am in Tivier. I had a really nice evening out with friends last night, and I'm going to Ardèche this weekend to the conference of the invisible, and I'll be talking about the love organized strategy and how that relates to us building fields together in the invisible realms, using the biofield and as a way to energize us and cohere us, and how we can use that strategically to be world changers. And I'll be trying to present in French, so that's a challenge. So I'll be preparing and practicing today. And and I'm just feeling my direction is really asking me to focus and to bring them my best service I can to this work, to call the people together that I've been thinking about maybe sort of doing, but actually like finding the steps and taking the steps to find my place. That's good for now. Thanks.
I was wondering, Cara, if you spoke French as well. And I thought, oh, should I ask? And then you answered my question. That's so impressive. Can I keep talking? I just wanted to expand a little bit on what Annalise was saying about hunger and how we haven't really moved much from that level of consciousness. There's still a lot of hunger and scarcity in the world. But what I'm seeing here in Serbia is the animal abandonment and cruelty. It's still very present in Balkans, and for me, it's heartbreaking. And I think it kind of falls into that category of, I don't want to say that, I mean, it is, in a way, it is darkness or, a lower level of consciousness, but I think it sort of comes from lacking the value of life. And I think that's sort of kind of a global issue in a lot of places. And like when I think about it, I can't quite work out if people are just not valuing their own life individually, and then it kind of, spreads into the community environment, animal kingdom, whatnot. Yeah, but it's very present here. It's very heartbreaking to watch, that, the dogs and cats are just being like, kicked out of their homes and houses because people can't feed them anymore, or they don't want to care for them anymore. They don't have finances anymore to look after them. And it's like, and it's everywhere. And, they get sick, they have trouble feeding themselves in urban environment and whatnot. So yeah, I just wanted to add that on top of the human hunger and scarcity, that, yeah, we sort of creating impossible life for other living beings because of our lack of valuing life itself, no matter in what form.
Yes, thank you very much. To talk about hunger and the situation, most children are suffering from hunger, and we know that hunger is come as a result of food insecurity, but all over the world now they are targeting on wars and other things. But now most prominent leaders, they are forgetting that food insecurity, it is the threatening challenge that is going to destroy all the world. Because if you can imagine, children, they don't have what to eat, they are going to go malnourished, and they are going to go stunted, and their psychological is going to change, and they will have the brain problem. They will not have any importance for the next generation. So it will be destroying the next generation. But whereas these wars of fighting using the guns, if they don't shoot you, you survive, but your brain can grow, can continue growing well. And now all the focus is targeting the wars and everything. Then in that sense, Uganda happened to be the refugee hosting country, receiving refugees, and those refugees, they are being supported by UNHCR World Food Program. But where those people came and stayed, they were indigenous people stayed there, and now they are internally displaced without any support, without any recognition. Imagine in that situation, you don't have what to eat, and you are entirely displaced because of hunger. You have hunger, there is floods, there is everything in place. And due to insufficient funds allocated to those people in global south to receive food aid, because most donors, they are focusing now to fund Ukraine war, Israel war, and those wars in global north. And they are forgetting now to fund those refugees in the global south, in Africa, who have been there suffering for many years, because Africa have been having wars, refugees for very many years. And now we find struggling to help. So last time we as Rejoice Africa Foundation, we happened to turn into small donation into a big support to support children who are underprivileged and who need some materials for education, and we are helping them. We are helping those people without food using women care group. We are helping them to grow food, to grow vegetables, to grow crops in their home garden so that they can survive, and also to buy somewhat to eat. So I really call, if you know anyone who can support, who can deliver charity to help those children who are suffering from hunger, to help those children who don't have scholastic materials, to help women who are suffering from hunger, to help them. Kindly, I'm just requesting you if you can connect them to us and we deliver support. We help these people to save the next generation. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. And thank you for sharing what's happening in Uganda, in Africa. And I don't think there are words to really give here. What I'd like to do is, if we could all just take a minute and send love, light, and healing. Right now, we can send our energy, and I'd like to include in that energy that Anya also asked for some energy, so let's send it to our community, to the world, and also, just keeping in mind everything that we heard now, and let's not forget our fellow beings, Irina, as you were telling us. It's not just us that we affect, we're interconnected. Okay. Let's just take a minute. I'll sound the tuning fork. Thank you.
Especially send light to Robert to keep up the hope.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Anna Marie, you wanted to know about how 1010 went, and I just invite anyone who wants to share, especially if your voice hasn't been heard yet, but anyone who wants to share about how that was for you.
I found it was really nice to connect with Adriana. She explained a little bit about the origins, how she'd had this dream or vision many years ago of creating a rainbow bridge of energy to connect the Americas with Europe, Africa, Asia. And she was very excited that we were starting to do this. In terms of the process, there wasn't really a theme that was any different than the last one. It was just everybody, each person first in our group, Europe, Africa, and there weren't as many people this time that could come as the last time, but everybody represented their bioregion, and those who weren't present, I just gave their name and bioregion so that it gave a collective of us and what was happening for them or what they felt like sharing from their bioregion, if they were in ceremony on whatever level or just what they wanted to express. And then Adriana and Tom was there too, which was very nice from, is it Maryland?
Yeah.
In States. So the two of them then also, so all of us had a chance to kind of share together and just, yeah, it was very nice. It was, I felt a feeling of connection, which was very nice. Thank you. I'm not sure if we're going to do anything different or if we want to, if there's anything in particular that we want to express or convey for the next one. I don't know if that's a discussion or if we just continue to do what we're doing, just people expressing from their bioregion, whatever is relevant to them.
Well, if anyone would like to share about 1010 and also has an idea just what comes to them, whether there's a theme or just as we've been doing, then please say so.
Just responding. I felt a flow and a joy and a natural weaving. It was so as if we did it for ages. So we probably did. And yeah. So I was grateful for that it was so at ease doing that, and that you stepped in, Juliet, and that you hold it beautiful, Amelie, because we also could feel that. Thank you for that. While you were with your uncle, and I hope that he's in good spaces now. Much love for you both. Yeah.
Is there anyone else who wants to share about that? And if not, we can move on. And if you do, go ahead. Hey, well, Anna Maria, is there something that you'd like to share from all these weeks?
But maybe use the time to decide what we want to be doing on the 11th, just to, because it's also kind of like a beautiful day. And it's not on a Thursday, because of course now this was on a Thursday. And 11/11 is on a Monday. So I think we'll have to make some kind of decision if we're going to come together specifically, what time, how, and when. I would love to continue just to have a momentum, even if it's just short. I mean, we could even say, coming together 20 minutes for a meditation together or whatever. Doesn't have to be. But yeah, I can say that, but I can't host it. So it's easy saying. Oh, Emily, I think, is putting up her finger.
I can still do the golden thread meditation together.
I shared that yesterday, that in Unity Earth, that we were holding the golden thread creation, taking it on, and there was a joyful appreciation for that. So
with the whole equipment of the internet thing, I need someone else to join there to help me. Asina or Annelies or Cara or I don't know.
I'm happy to help you.
Yeah, Juliet.
So, would you like to kind of organize it, and I'll help you in whatever way we can liaise if there's anything beforehand that I
Well,
need.
let's first see if there is a basis to be together on a Monday evening. Well, no, the Monday evening is also Brian and Lisa's evening where they make their circle together. So is this not interfering? Or
what time?
That's the 7 o'clock. Well, no, it's not anymore on a time where if I join there, it was in late in the night.
It's no, it is at the time change. Okay, we'll have to see. But it is usually 7 p.m. CET.
Yeah. Yeah.
But US time change doesn't happen yet. But my suggestion is that we decide on a time, and I mean, I love the suggestion of Anna Marie that we could even come together for a meditation, whether it's golden thread, and I don't know enough about that to say anymore. But even if it's 20 minutes, like I could certainly take away 20 minutes from being wherever I am and then go late if it was just that time. But let's see what everyone else feels. Golden thread meditation, what is it? And
yes, I feel this is really, really beautiful because this is the day that I feel that I'm birthing Bella. It's just like, yeah. And it's more like it's not, it's a spiritual baby, so it's still, but it's important day. So I really like to hold the thread, the golden thread, with you. And I suggest that 8:30 would be beautiful, and then for 20 minutes or something, or 8 o'clock.
Well, 8:30 is after Lisa and Brian, so I would like that.
Okay, so and we can all look now at the time schedules. We also have this beautiful time buddy, which we can see for ourselves. I can put it in the chat if you like. What the time changes will be, so then you are accurate where you are in time.
Yes. And then I think 30 minutes, because what Juliet was saying is also strongly if everybody takes a check-in or a little bit more than a check-in, like 1-2 minutes to connect with the bioregion, to say where you are, but then a little bit wider some aspects of your bioregion. And then after that, I will do this meditation. Is that a form what feels right for you? And then I weave with Annelies, so we can maybe combine in a way. We weave together. We have connection. We can contact each other before.
Yes.
We hold it together.
Also, because 11/11 is the World War Remembrance Day as well, it would be lovely to do that because it lifts all the atmosphere from the Sunday remembrance the day before, and because of everything else going on at the same time. So it would be lovely to do the golden thread.
Yeah, it is some way a connection of both love and peace.
Mm.
So it's,
yeah,
I will include that too.
I wonder whether you need to be doing anything else, because if you're saying 1 or 2 minutes or this or that, then already it becomes a larger and you can't do that in half an hour.
Oh.
If this is happening, thank you, Lynn, for reminding us. I can imagine that we just make clear, and that can also be in the name, in which area, bioregion we are, or maybe name, Anne-Marie, and then the bioregion here.
Yeah.
Then that's it. And then the meditation, and then call for people if they want to share more and come together on the 14th. Give the opportunity, open up to say, join us on the 14th, and we can speak more about how we're activating our bioregions.
In the Bridging Continents meeting, you mean?
Yeah. So we use that only to help uplift. We're aligning in the 11/11 and sharing that.
Yeah.
And then, and when are you doing the birthing? Are you doing something special, Annelies?
I'm in the middle of the letting it unfold at the moment. So I'm a little bit at the place, as Kara said, I'm preparing myself for that. And we'll see, and well, it's not we'll see, but I feel it's an important moment to open some kind of a portal to that. But I just share it with you because I feel that it can also be beautiful in the silence, in the golden thread, just in the...
Celebrate.
Yes, but it means like birthing a new human is really being conscious of children, Robert, and so that we have a pivotal moment for that children are being consciously received here. Yes. And so I would love to have this concentrated on the golden thread. Yes. And
Could I just ask if this is all right, if Robert's put his link in there and I help wherever I can, and is it possible for us to put the link in other areas where we go, in other sites? Because sometimes, that's what happened before, and he did get a response from different areas other than our immediate groups we're on. I was just suggesting that if that's okay to bring that up.
Thank you, Lynn.
Is that okay, Robert? I also did send it to someone who is in a large fund board. Is that okay
Yes.
for you?
Yes, okay.
In terms of the 11/11, I just want to ask, shall we confirm 8:30 CET? Should we tell that to Adriana, and should we put that on? Is that the time, or do we want to discuss it further, or?
If it doesn't coincide with Brian and Lisa so that they can join us.
Yeah, I'll just check the time change. I think America is a week later, so
Oh, no, but they'll already, by then, they'll
Yes,
already have done it.
yes, you're
Yes,
right.
that's-
You're right.
Yep.
I'll check.
Okay.
Let's finalize and be exact next Thursday. So you have time, Sina, to check it. And
But we can already put a placeholder in that we're doing
Yeah.
this the 11th, and that we're checking the
Yeah.
time. Then they can even respond themselves. So if they're okay with that, then
yeah. And then next week a short confirmation what we do, how we do, and
Yeah.
then it's round. Then it's good. For me, it's good.
And it's a nice time for others who want to join the weekly calls as well. So. Okay, good.
Well, if there's nothing else, maybe we can each do a checkout.
I will check out with a concrete symbol of golden thread in what I was doing. This is a stone from my bioregion.
And your weave, yeah, really.
The Veluwe, it's very, very old, from the times of the iron times. And I did a golden thread, whatever I did. And every stitch I did was a prayer.
Beautiful.
And I will bring mine because I bought mine today here. So that's sort of serendipity together with us. Look,
Yes.
this is from the beach on the south coast here, Dungeness, and it's a very bizarre, almost like it's been created all on its own, but it's nature. It's just yes, the two faces. Thank you, Anneli.
And I guess I've got my dragon stone right here with me, so maybe that's the theme. Yeah.
Yes, as I'm having my golden egg here. It's rosé orange. It's maybe I always forget this name, but it has some coral in it. Yes, that's what it is. And here are a lot of children inside. These are children that actually make us awake and cry. Yeah. Okay, I'm checking out with peace.
My thread is from my my dear friend Stefan, who's an artist and nature wilderness liver. He lives in the wilderness, and he made this sinew by hand, and so I use it to hold my bowl when I ring it, so that his energy of deep peace and harmony with nature is imbued in our prayers.
I'm checking out with love.
Checking out, Juliet, checking out with gratitude.
Peace. Checking out with peace.
Light.
Brian tone.